We waited hours in the freezing cold for this ride. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This was a quick 3-day winter escape to Quebec City and Charlevoix. No big plans, just snow, slow drives, and moments that felt like they belonged in a movie. If you have ever wanted to feel winter, not just see it, this is what it looked like for us. We left Montreal early and reached Quebec City in the afternoon. The first thing about old Quebec is that it doesn't rush you. The streets are narrow, the buildings feel historic, and everything slows down naturally. After lunch, we walked towards Fairmount and standing on the front terrace, looking out at the St. Lawrence River, it felt endless. The wind was cold, but the view was calm. The kind of view that makes you pause instead of speak. Right beside it was the winter toboggan slide, laughter echoing, people racing down the snow. We thought of trying it, but the line was long, so we let the moment be and decided to come back. The streetlights turned golden against the snow and the Christmas market glowed softly. Music drafted through the cold air.
Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Everything felt magical, and we didn't want to postpone the Christmas market visit since we were coming back on Christmas Day. And I have to mention the hot chocolate there was scrumptious, like winter core perfection. And then we headed to our Airbnb, and usually I don't do Airbnb tours, but this one, it was aesthetic, cozy, picture perfect. 2 rooms beautifully arranged, even the washroom was cutely organized. It genuinely felt like a Pinterest day, and that wrapped our day 1. On day 2, it was Christmas Eve. We started our morning at Jean-Larose Falls. To reach it, you can either take the shorter stay route, about 10 to 15 minutes down, or do the full 5 kilometers forest slope. In winter, both feels magical. Snow-covered trees, soft crunching under your boots, that crisp mountain air that feels almost too clean to breathe. The walk itself feels like an introduction, and then suddenly you hear it before you say it. The waterfalls. In winter, falls doesn't just flow, it transforms. Part of it freeze into massive ice formations clinging to the cliff, while water continues to rush through the center. It feels powerful yet suspended in time. There's something about frozen waterfalls. They don't look soft, they look strong, almost sculpted. The closer you get, the colder it feels. We stayed there longer than we planned. Some places make you slow down without asking. After the quiet morning, we drove towards Charlevoix. Long white roads, snow-covered trees, silence stretching between towns. We stopped for lunch in a small cozy place, and warm food after cold air always tastes better, especially that 911 sauce. The street there was super cute, perfect for winter walk. Later, since we still had time, we googled and decided to drive towards St. Joseph's. And here's where things got interesting. We suddenly saw what looked like some kind of border checkpoint. For a second, we thought, wait, is this the US border? Because it's kind of near. But no, it was actually the ferry to the island. And guess what? It's free. Of course, we went. It was already dark by then, so we couldn't see much, but because it was Christmas Eve, the houses on the island were beautifully lit. It felt calm, quiet, and festive. The island itself isn't huge. You can drive around it pretty quickly. So we explored a bit, caught the ferry back, and that concluded day 2. I'm definitely going here in summer because I'm not satisfied. It is a beautiful island. It's our day 3, which was on Christmas and my last day of trip. We went back to Quebec City for the toboggan slide, and yes, we waited for hours. I miscalculated because we had to stand there for more than 3 hours in below minus 10 degrees. So here's the tip, go early or avoid peak holidays. But once it was our turn, the ride was unreal. Sliding down with the view and the river in front, pure joy and worth the cold. After a late lunch, basically lunch plus dinner, then we headed to our final stop, which is Hotel de Glace, the Highs Hotel. Located about 30 minutes from Quebec City, it's rebuilt every winter and melts away every spring. Everything inside is made of snow and ice. Sculptures, wall, even the glass at the bar. You can actually stay overnight in thermal sleeping bags. When we visited, it had just opened for the season. So some areas were still being finalized, but the experience was magical. So that was our 3-day winter itinerary. Day 1, Cap Sante, Old Quebec and Christmas Market. Day 2, Falls, Charlevoix plus Ferry. Day 3, Toboggan Slide and Ice Hotel. If you're planning a winter trip to Quebec, save this. And check the description box. I have linked all the detailed shots for each location. Snow, frozen rivers, cozy lights, adrenaline slides, and a hotel made of ice. Winter here doesn't feel cold, it feels magical. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next adventure.